you didn't watch the first part, you might want to watch it. We built the car in the first part with a weird chair on the top of it, which I don't really like. It's a strange thing. So I'm gonna take it off because I like the car without it. Here's the car. We have not built the Garfield figure yet. I messed up with a sticker there, and if you look closely, I messed up on all the stickers because I hate stickers. These things get on my nerves because they keep on moving. I'm not sure which way they're supposed to be perfect. The car, let's see, does it roll well? Yeah, it rolls pretty well. Now they want me to build a trailer. I'm sure I don't really care about this trailer. I don't know why there needs to be this piece on there. I don't know. Maybe just to make it look like there's a frame on the top of the car. And I had to move, so I'm like kind of on a hill right now. Well, it's just because of the tree. I'm like right up against it now, trying to get out of the sunlight. Into the darkness. All right, might as well go and put the wheels on here while I'm thinking about it. Now we're gonna be building the actual, oh, there's one more piece they want me to put on here, but without the trailer, it's kind of pointless. It's this piece to pull the trailer behind it. I'm not going to really probably use the trailer. I'll see how it goes. I don't know. I've never seen a trailer like this personally. Yeah, except on the back of a motorcycle. All right, so this might not be a very long video. The last one was like 40 minutes, which is a long time for me. My attention span ain't that long. So, no, it's not that my attention span ain't that long. It's just I can't sit down that long. Okay. So we got the foundation, the bottom of the thing. I don't know if I'm gonna just put the wheels on it. I know, don't say put the wheels on it yet. It's okay. I'll do it anyway. I'll do what I want. I'm a little more hyper now that I had to get up. I was probably going like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm about to pass out before, because that's when my energy starts rolling down and then I crash. I remember I was in high school. So it was on the day when people gave blood, and it happened to them what happens to me, but I found ways around it. And I was like, I was sitting in class, I think it was my language arts class, and all of a sudden, they out the side windows, because they had the exit doors had windows on them. They had a chair where they were pulling a guy out of the class, and I was like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "Oh, he gave blood," and he wasn't ready to go back to class, and I guess he did or something. I don't know. So yeah, when you get blood, you gotta, not go right back into it. So you gotta make sure you get that blood sugar back up, the blood pressure back up. Otherwise, he lost his blood pressure and went low, poof, crash. He crashed and burned, crashed and burned, crashed and burned. I was trying to remember a song the other day. So, some people on the Instagram were complaining about angels being white. I'm going, okay, number one, that's not what angels look like. They're not humans, so to speak. They can become humans, but they're probably gonna look like whatever. They were whining about that, and like, well, what color do you want them to be? Well, they're from Africa, they're black. And I was like, what are you talking about? And they actually talk like that. They wrote that like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, they're from the Middle East. It was really strange. And it was like, what was the point of that conversation? Was, all right, so I remember there was a rap song, and I cannot think of who did it, but it was like back in the 80s, maybe 90s, because my little brother liked rap music in the 90s, and I still had some of it, but I was getting out of it at that point. And I'd give him all my old, like, Steve Wiley and stuff. And it was like, he wasn't black or white. He was a straight up Jew. You got a problem with that? Well, then the heck with you. And I can't think of who that was. And it might have been Dynamic Twins. Although the way I rap, it doesn't sound nearly as good as they do. Dynamic Twins was a really good rap group back then. How do you been? Okay, hold on. No. This way. This is some complicated stuff right here I'm about to build. Or I'm building, not about to build. I'm just trying to figure out how to get my head around this thing. He wasn't black or white. He was a straight up Jew. You got a problem with that? Well, then the heck with you. Oh, I didn't get that red piece out. Dang it. I just remember there's a red piece right there I need to get out. Do I have anything out here to get it out with? So I was going to bring my pliers or tweezers or whatever. And it's just now calling for that piece. And I'm like, I still can't get it out of there. It's stuck in there good. Oh, bad. Shoot, if I had not a Q-tip, maybe the blade tip. There we go. was about to say, if I had a toothpick, I could have pulled it out, but all right, let me put that piece back on now. I took a little break. I had a talk with my cat about, you shouldn't be on the roof. Bad kitty, bad kitty, bad kitty. So I think she got the point. She'll do it again. She's a cat. She doesn't think she needs English, but she wrong. Anyway. Oh, okay. So like they're putting it on there to make it into a fake Lego piece, basically. It's like a fake stud. I've never seen anything like that in my life. All right. All right. So yeah, putting this on here. Yeah. So yeah, another thing about trying to, and they were saying Jesus was whatever color, and I'm like going, they tried to assume that he was white in my picture. I'm like, no, he is definitely dark in my picture. I make sure of that because he is from the Middle East, and he looked like an average Middle Easterner. That's what it says in the Bible. He's like, he looked like anybody else of that time. Nothing made him stand out. No, nothing was him about being, how the Antichrist is going to be attractive. Well, nothing about Jesus made people go, wow, he's so sexy. I just want to hang out with him. Nothing like that about him at all. So he was physically average, and that's what the Bible says clearly. And that's why whenever people are like trying to say, oh, he was this, that, I'm like, no. You are doing what's called idolatry. You're making God in your image. The Bible does not say that at all. And there is a place in Revelation where it talks about him being, and I remember seeing this on the, what was it, with JJ Good Times, about, this was before I was even a Christian, going, a black Jesus, that's an interesting concept. And the way that he painted him in Florida had a problem with that. She was saying that she was like, no, I still don't like this. She was really against the whole idea, and he had a point. Anyway, but that was only one place in Revelation, and even then John had to describe him because he was like, he didn't recognize him at first. He was like, because he had just been through the fire. He had been through war at that point, and he was so angry that he was glowing hot, right? Like, okay, are we just going to pull every page back, your book? The book's like slowly pulling every page back is what's going on. One by one, too. So if you ever seen that episode with Good Times where they, I think his name was Michael, the middle kid. He was younger than JJ. He painted a black Jesus, and that upset Florida. Is her name Florida? Florence? I maybe thinking of her name in some other episode of some other series. But no, so this is supposed to be like a bonbons, like he's got some food. Okay. I feel so glad I built that. Oh, and then you use the little red parts to click to this. I'm not sure exactly. I guess it's just he's taking a bunch of stuff with him, and of course that means food. So it's like a trailer full of food. Okay. All right. This is what I hate about Friends stuff. The Lego company for the Lego series called Friends, because it's got all these little knickknacks that I could care less about. I'm sure kids like that crap, but I'm just not into it. Unless it does something like it was like food that you fling at other people and, like food fighters. That would be funny. Okay, I got to put this way. Oh, it's supposed to look like popcorn on top of it. It looks like gears. Okie dokie. Man, this is like killing my thumb. Okay, so the gears are supposed to be popcorn. Well, that's, come on now. You could have bootlegged some Lego Friends stuff for this. It looks more like a water fountain of gears. Gears of water fountain. And you stick it in here. See, it doesn't look like popcorn to me. It looks like gears. Man, the bugs are trying to come out. I'm about done anyway, because I definitely wanted to get all this stuff done from yesterday that I got from Amazon, not Amazon, AliExpress. Okay, let me try this. Let me try going this corner and just kind of guiding it. Man, I hate stickers. I just do hate stickers. Popcorn. And then you put the popcorn on there. This is stupid. So this trailer is just there to hold food. Really? 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 I think that's stupid. So he's got a trailer just to haul food. I mean, I guess it's funny in a way, but I'm like, okay, you hook it to here. I hate doing it like that because I'm afraid those little things are going to break. All right, so you got a trailer full of food. I got some extra pieces, and I'm wondering if, like, on the bottom of the chair, you put the green skids like those on there when it's not in Beverly Hillbillies mode. Let's build Garfield now, because like the bottom of the chair when it's not in Beverly Hillbillies mode might need you know, those green pieces like that to hold it, perhaps. All right, now we got Garfield to build. There's a little hair getting on this thing now. When I was out, did you guys see the cats get up here and play with this stuff? Probably like going, oh, it's Garfield, let's play with our Garfield toys. I know it says left and right, but I think, well, I better not think. Hold on. Make sure I do everything correctly, because if I miss something, I'll end up having to unpull things. It shows putting the head together without any kind of other pieces involved. So it's not like you gotta stick something inside first. Like a Gundam, you'd probably have to stick the eyes to the mouth part to the, like there's 4 pieces to put together for a head. Here's the Garfield head, looking mighty good, I must say. Now I have a Garfield little sitting figure that I've had since I was a child. I actually, back when I had brick blocks before Lego, I built a brick blocks house for him and everything. And I made blueprints and everything for that thing. I still got the blueprints, weirdly enough. All right, before we put these together, follow directions. There are 2 little, oh, okay, there's 2 different, okay, so you gotta take it apart to make him sitting mode and standing mode. I just noticed that this has got the feet on the bottom. This has got the feet on the front. Well, even though he has a chair, I was thinking you were gonna get to move his legs. I'm gonna put him in standing mode as my permanent fixture because I got it sitting mode, and plus, I don't really care if he sits. I'm gonna put him in standing mode. So it's meant to be taken apart, put together, taken apart, put together, taken apart. So there's the right arm, which you can tell by the thumb, that's good. Because of the toes, I really can't tell apart. So you put this part together and then you put the toes on. Or you put the feet on. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep taking it apart, that will wear it out. I'm gonna put the standing version only, and maybe I'll get another set and put the sitting version on that. Because, you know, for $10, that's all these things cost. All right, this is the right foot. I've already torn the right foot off before I realized that there's a right and a left, and I should be careful. Okay, the right foot and the left foot. Now I'm doing it like in standing mode. Although I'm really tempted now to go buy another set, but I'll wait until like I don't want to spend too much at one time. This is from birthday money still. There we go. Yeah, he's got little holes in his hands, maybe to hold something. Or he's going to shake your hand. So the articulation on this little figure, he's got hands that go up to his mouth, which makes sense because he's going to eat. His hands go down. They would do a 360 if it wasn't for his fat head. And I would say his tail, but you can move his tail out of the way. His tail articulation, he could be dragging on the floor. It could be up in the air. I guess we'll have it kind of down because unless he's like, you know, nervous, he's not gonna put it up. His feet articulation, they go out and that's it. There's nothing else you can do with them. And for his head, of course, it swivels around. And here's his chair, but I'm not going to say him in his chair because I have to take him apart. So that is one of the negative things that I found out, that there's 2 pieces for his belly to make him in one mode for sitting and one mode for standing. If I have to choose between them, and you can take it apart and put it back together. I know all that. But if I had to choose, I'm going to have him choose and be standing up mode. Let's be honest, I do have again, one that's sitting more in a more cat position from the 70s. Or maybe it was the 80s whenever I bought that. Probably the 80s, probably really early 80s. I'm thinking this is for the chair somehow. I don't know, there's these extra pieces that I don't know. Oh, you know what? They probably go in the back of the chair and I missed it. Let me go back and see. Yep. Okay, back farther. Now that we're building a trailer, that's what it is. It doesn't really show anything for the... Oh, no, you're supposed to build it on top of it. That's why I didn't see it. All right, so yeah, they were on the foundation. It doesn't ever show the back of it after you build it. It doesn't show the back of it at all, actually. So see, they were part of the original, put them down first and then built on top of them. I was building sideways, I guess. So there's extra pieces, obviously. I don't think, oh no, these are in the back, okay. Yeah, I could see where all these other pieces might come in handy, including these little red things that got in the way. These, I guess if you're not going to do, like I'm not going to, this is not, this, great. Get to take the whole thing off. All right. I personally don't care about this trailer. So here's the trailer in all of its beautiful glory. I don't care about the trailer. I mean, it's not a bad trailer. It's just, how many people do you see rolling around with a trailer behind them? You know, if you were going from here to California, it's the place you want to be. Actually, people are trying to get away from California, get back to Tennessee. No, I like it in car mode. It's a clever, it's an interesting Simpsons-like car. The stickers on the front with Garfield on it, but then again, cats don't drive cars anyway, so it is kind of altogether unrealistic. Yes, and to get Garfield in there, you were going to have him sit down. So yes, I know. So my standing version makes it kind of every piece here not useful for him. I got this, I got the chair, and the trailer is, you know, not going to be useful anyway. Unless he's going to be pulling it behind him like a, like what is those, the Chinese that they pull little carts behind them with people? I was about to say Sonya, but Sonya's Heathcliff's girlfriend. Does Garfield have a girlfriend? I think he does. So if I made this seat for her, then like, yeah, like this could be one of those trailers for, like you see in, oh, what do they call it? I don't remember what they're called. You see them in like Chinese movies where somebody's pulling like a taxi. Like it's like a taxi for, with people drawing it instead of animals or whatever. Okay. This just takes a little bit of renovation on this thing to make it work. You put the chair right here on this thing. Kind of makes more sense. And he's got, since there's no engine in his, oh, well, it's not really made for that. I thought you could pull this up, but you really can't. It's just meant to help it slope down. So we got detailing in the back, on the side, and the front. So guys, what do you think? Do you think this is worth $8? I mean, I think it's about how much I paid. If you want free shipping, because the shipping is about it's gonna make it $10. Get something for like $2. Like I bought an ink pen that like Arnold Schwarzenegger. What am I saying? It looks like Transformers Optimus Prime. You might want to throw something like that there. It pays for the shipping and handling technically, because I bought something for $2. It saved me $2 on shipping and handling. So if you buy under AliExpress's choice, $10. If you buy $10 worth of stuff, free shipping and handling. So there's some dealers on there that when I first saw these were like $35, $40. Keep looking, because I bought this for $8. And I got free shipping because I bought something else for $2 with it. All right, well, y'all have a great Garfield-y day. And since if I can get it loaded up to YouTube in time, I'll put it out today, because this was a Saturday morning cartoon when I was a kid. I don't know what nowadays, there's no such thing, but when I was a kid, this was a Saturday morning cartoon that I used to watch. And I also watched Heathcliff and Marmaduke. What a crazy bunch. And then, what was it? Heathcliff and the Cadillac Kids, and Heathcliff and Dingbat was before that. Yeah, I used to watch Heathcliff, and I think Garfield and Friends was later. There we go. And he has a peg in his hole in his foot, or a hole in his foot for the pegs. All right, we all have a fantastic, wonderful day today. And let me know again if you bought one of these. And there are other ones, so if you don't want this particular set, there are at least 4 different sets. Oh, and there's another one on there that right now, it's so new, it's still $20. Like when this was new, it was probably why it cost so much. It's Mr. Bean play sets. Like his one of them is his bathroom where he's surfing in the bathtub. It's so funny. He's got like 6 different rooms. Yeah, I think about like 6 different rooms in his flat or whatever. And it's Mr. Bean. There's like little Lego figures of Mr. Bean there. I mean, like this, not like Lego figures, but like this kind of thing with it's more realistic looking, I guess, or cartoony looking. I'm like really tempted to buy one of those, but not $20 tempted. So eventually it may go down too, like these have gone down. So let me know if there's any of those you picked up off of AliExpress, and hopefully I'll see you either here or there, but I hope I see you in the air.